Hey everyone, it's Dr. Guthals here, and we're going to start the JavaScript Codecademy course. Now this one is estimated to take about 10 hours, and you don't have to complete the entire course before moving on in our Minecraft Aware course, but it's a good way to start learning the fundamentals of JavaScript, which is really what makes your websites interactive, both inside of Minecraft and just in general. What's nice about JavaScript is it's just another programming language. And it's different from HTML and CSS because you're going to be actually using things like semicolons and curly braces again, and of course, functions. The first one is pretty simple. For example, this one just asks you to write your name. We have to make sure that we include the quotes because unlike HTML, this isn't just a website that's going to be shown. It's actually code, and we need to identify that this is a string. Awesome. For the next one, we're actually going to get information about this string. So, for example, the string Sarah Guthals is actually an object, and the object has certain properties. One of those properties is length. So if we type Sarah Guthals in quotes, we use a period to access certain properties, and we use the name of the property length. This will actually print out the length of my name, and it's 13 characters long. We can also do some basic math. For example, 3 plus 4 is 7. And you can do a little bit more complicated math. For example, 3 times 4 is 12. Now, what happens if you just type in a word without any quotes around it? For example, eggplant. Well, you get an error. The problem is that eggplant without quotes is meant to represent a variable. However, you haven't given eggplant a value yet, so the computer doesn't even know what eggplant actually means. Later in this course, you will learn about variables, but for now, we're just going to keep continuing on. This is how you do comments in JavaScript. Remember that in HTML, the way that you did a comment was like this. In JavaScript, the way that you do a comment is with 2 slashes. And this is similar to a lot of other programming languages like Java, C#, C++, and C. Just like any language, comments are useful for the humans who are looking at the code and not for the computer. The computer actually ignores all of that code. So we can write something right below it that the computer will see, but the computer ignores the first 2 lines. The really neat thing about JavaScript is that you can make things pop up really quickly. So this is actually a way to create a pop-up. Confirm. This is an example of using JavaScript to create some interaction on a website. Click OK to continue. And once you save and submit the code, a pop-up appears with that exact same message. I want you to continue on through this JavaScript lesson and come back once you get to functions.